everyone, today I have a video all about the Mavic Pro. So I bought this drone at the photography show at the weekend. I've had it for a week now and I've flown it twice. We have been experiencing some quite strong winds in the UK at the moment, so I haven't had that much opportunity to fly it. So I thought I would run you through my first impressions of the drone, as I can't really give a full review because I haven't really had a chance to properly review it. So I picked this up at the photography show because I saw the Mavic Pro Platinum being flown and I was super impressed with the sound, because I currently have a DJI Phantom 3 standard model and I find it to be very, very loud and very annoying, and it's not very subtle. You know, you can be flying it and practically the whole of Suffolk will hear it. So I picked this up, and I know that the Mavic Pro Platinum is the really, really quiet one and I just have the Mavic Pro. However, I know that I can buy some silencing blades for it, which is probably what I will do, and I think that it said on the DJI website that removes 60% of the sound. I don't know what that does across in decibels, but that is what it says about the sound. So I have actually decanted most of the bits and bobs that you get in the box into a bag, so I'll run you through what I got in the box and then I'll give you my 3 favourite things about the drone. So just so happens I get my photography subscription for my magazine from the photography show. Last year they were doing a really good deal about getting a free Manfrotto bag, and this year they were giving away this Vanguard, it says on the back, Vesta Strive. So obviously it's a photography bag, the messenger bag has a strap, but I found that it fits my drone perfectly. So I've just taken the drone out of the bag, over there. So this is how the drone comes. So on the front here it has a protective cover for the front of the gimbal, and you just slip that off the back like so, and then on the front of the drone it comes in with a gimbal lock. Now, a word of warning, these gimbals are very delicate, and I have thought I've snapped this gimbal about 6 times so far, so please be very wary. In fact, I take that off last thing because I'm just so worried about that gimbal breaking, because I mean I can just show that to the camera now. I get that to focus. This is very, very delicate. So that is what the front looks like. Obviously you have the camera. These here are vision sensors for the drone, and then when it comes in the box it doesn't come with these top propellers on it. I've just left them on there. So the drone folds out at the front. Yeah, like that at the front. And then the bottom ones here, move them out of the way, twizzle around like so. These are very hard for me to get my head round, and that is what you are left with. So already this drone is tons smaller than my Phantom 3, so that is my #1 favourite thing about this, is that it's absolutely tiny. In total, you know, like that is my hand, and it is pretty much just the length of my hand. I always refer to it as a small brick. So that is what the drone looks like. My second favourite thing about the drone is that these propellers, to get them on and off, you push, so this is a bit of a 2-man job. I'll try and do it how you can see it. So you push them down and I just twizzle the bottom at the bottom, and then they come off. They're on a spring release, which for me I bloody love. I managed to accidentally crash my drone in November by not putting a propeller on correctly. So this mechanism of loading them down into the spring and locking them into place is fantastic. It is a godsend. It puts my mind at ease. Okay. It has the same system as the other DJI drones. The white marked one goes to the white propeller, no mark goes to no mark. So on the top you just click out the battery, and the photography show are running an offer that you buy the Mavic Pro and you get the battery free. So those just pop on to the top, lock into place. On the bottom they have more vision sensors here, and these I think are the landing sensors, so the Mavic Pro won't land anywhere that it's like rough land or anything like that. So that is the drone, and they also come with a 16 gigabyte memory card that goes in here. So then what comes with the rest of the bag is the remote control. This is my third favourite thing, yeah. Size, propellers, remote control about the drone is that this is fantastic. You have the antennas here at the top, which lock into place, and then you twist. And then, so on the front it just looks like this. You have the gimbal monitors here. This one's the gimbal, this one's to do exposure compensation. You have a record button, a camera button, and then on here you have a return to home button, which is fantastic. So if your drone flies out of range or it loses GPS signal, it will return to the last place that it had GPS. It has obviously a power on button. If I just turn that on for you, it always has this little noise. When I crashed my drone, that noise haunted me for years. So your phone sits, you open these up at the bottom, and your phone sits in this gap here. Obviously I'm filming on my phone so I can't show you how it works, and then it also gets plugged in. So down here, in here there is a Apple lightning connector, which they give you options for other phones. They give you the universal one to plug in. So that is the remote control. I love the remote control. Spare battery. So this, they have upgraded the, what's this called? Charging port. They've upgraded the charging port. So obviously one end goes to charge the drone, and they have now on this charging port added in USB sockets, which is fantastic because for the Phantom 3 to charge the remote they give you a universal cable, and then you have to buy a plug, and that will then plug obviously into its own plug away from the charger for the drone. However, these charge the drone batteries, and then you plug a universal cable, which I keep in the top of this bag, just a standard cable, and you pop that in there, and then it's all charging as one device, which is fantastic. So that, I really like that. And I made sure that as soon as I got home the next day, I bought myself some DJI Care Refresh, I think it's called. Yeah, Care Refresh service, which is basically, it's like an insurance policy, but it's not an insurance policy. I don't know why, but you can only get it for 1 year. You can't then extend it past the year for some reason. And if you crash your drone, and it covers everything from operating to loss of signal, yada yada yada, even if it's got water damage, as long as you have a drone to send back to DJI, they will send you a replacement drone. And for the Mavic Pro, if you want your first replacement, it is £79, second replacement is £129. And for me, this is just a massive peace of mind. The Care Refresh package cost £99 in the first place, and at this point I'm already into my student overdraft, so I might as well add £99 onto it. And that is my drone. So I have flown this drone twice, once in the garden because I was so eager to fly it, and second time I took it out into an area where I live, and I did quite well. I don't know really, I think I might have suffered from sort of, what's it called? When you get really cold, hypothermia, when I was flying the drone, because I was flying it and then I suddenly just landed it and I just put it away, and that was that. And I thought, I didn't do any cinematic moves, I literally put it up in the air, took some pictures and came back down again. So I will insert what I took now. You liked that footage that I took. It isn't the best and I'm going to have a bit more practice with it in the next coming weeks. So that is my first impressions of the Mavic Pro. I have really enjoyed this drone. I really like it, and I like knowing that it shoots in 4K and that I'm going to America for the summer, so I'm really happy that I'm now hoping to bring this along with me. If anybody knows anything about taking a drone battery on an airline for a long haul flight, please could you let me know, because I think I need to find out some information about whether I can do that or not. So that's my first impression video. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and like and give it a thumbs up if you would like to see more drone videos in the future.